Okay, we'll call this meeting to order. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call.
Councilmember Don Watkins is absent. Councilmember Bill Earl.
Here.
Mayor Bill Reinhardt.
Here.
Vice Mayor Rick Johannes.
Here.
And Councilmember Larry.
Present. Do I have a motion to excuse?
Motion to excuse. I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Okay, public comments. We do need to stick to 3 minutes tonight. There's a lot of stuff to get through, so if you've got public comments. Go ahead.
It's my turn.
Yep.
Okay, start the clock. Now, real quick, just updates, nothing totally new from the county. We have 4 union contracts to negotiate yet this year. We've met with all 4 unions that we have yet to do. 911 is done. The other 4 unions, we've met with all of them so far. I haven't, but our administrator has, and things seem to be progressing fairly well at this point. So we're optimistic to have those done by the end of October, which may be a little bit optimistic. So, other than that, the probate courtroom in the courthouse that we totally tore apart is rebuilt and back in operation as of this morning. So the probate courtroom is done. They started last week actually tearing down the circuit court and the district courts. They're trying to do those simultaneously with the object to have those completely done by the, mid-December, let's say, before the holidays. So, that's just an update there. We are considering, we have property on Bader Road. You may have seen in the paper, considering forming a county park. There's 160 acres out there. Still not sure what we're gonna do, but we need to decide by the end of the year what the purpose of that is. So that we can inform the townships that have us partly on the tax rolls for county property out there. So let's see, we did a wage study that's flowing into our budget action. That's the main event the next 2 months, working on 2026 budget. Our administrators met with all department heads, and so we're trying to put together the budget and budget process with our new administrator too. So there's a lot of other little stuff going on, but I'll yield my time back unless there's any questions.
Thank you, Rick.
Yep.
Any other public comment?
Farmers market. Why is there 22 posts on the music, but only 5 for the farmers market?
Where's the Facebook?
As far as the Facebook page, social media, there's no help with advertising it, I guess, social media. Did anybody know Jennifer Works was coming? I mean, it was posted August 12th on her page. I found out about it August 23rd, the day she was here, between 10 and 11. That was not out there, nobody knew. Unless you all knew, and that was it, but social media, that wasn't, she was here at the farmer's market. Did you know that?
I know I knew. I
Oh,
had heard it. I saw it on Facebook.
did she contact the city though? How does that work? Did she contact the
Sure.
city?
I'm not sure.
Okay, she sent me an email saying you facilitated it. The city of Brunson facilitated it. I have the email. So, I mean, somebody knew
Yeah, Patrick made it.
from the city. I think that was a big letdown. Drop the ball. Because I think you could have got a few people to come to the farmer's market. I guess it's just not on the top priority. I don't know. It's very discouraging.
I had an idea, Brandy, share this. Joe, it might involve with you too. What if we started like 2 months prior to the farmer's market next year? We had like if you would be willing, Joe, just somebody get together, maybe set a time, meet out there, and everybody get together and I'll be there and anyone else and see what we can do to improve the farmer's market. Not as much as on social media, but just improve it. Maybe draw attention, you had some ideas that you shared. Would you be interested in doing it?
I don't want to run it, because I
No,
don't,
no, I don't
I mean, I don't
not
want to.
necessarily mean run it, but share all our ideas and everybody puts things that you saw that were negative that maybe could be positive. You know, to draw into people.
The positive would be the meat. We need that on social media. Get meat. I mean, that's a draw. Meat and produce. That's the farmer's market.
I would like to see it built up. I really
Well, the
would.
sign says June. Why did we start it in May? The first day was May. I thought it was June 6th on my page. I had everybody hyped for it. And then, oh no, it's May 31st or 30th. Really? I mean, there's no communication. It's awful. It's just,
And that's what
I mean, the vendors are down. There's hardly any vendors now.
Wasn't that just handed back to the city this year?
Yes, this year.
So yeah, it's
I was told-
growing pains, I know, as far as that goes, because
Yeah.
Patrick is kind of doing it, I believe, right? Yeah, and
I
so,
thought it would be,
you know, he's.
okay.
I would really like to hear a lot of people's ideas prior to it next year. I'd just love to sit down over there. If anybody's got any ideas, bring it, share it. and
Because they used to
maybe-
that Brunson, they had a good farmer's market.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's not top priority. When you got 22 for the music and 3 or 5 events, they even planned events on social media. And they have the fire department come over, they have face painting is what I'm told for the music at the market,
Food trucks.
food trucks. Why can't we get like a little bit, just like a little bit for the farmer's market?
And that's something
You know what I mean?
we really need to look into prior to next year.
They told me it runs itself.
Huh?
Form a
Yeah,
committee,
just,
maybe?
no, we have Patrick come and we all sit together and say, you know, that's a good idea, or you got a good idea, and maybe we can pull this together. And I really think it could happen, but we just need to, the same thing we ran into in other areas of the town. We had to pull together and,
It's too bad that Jennifer works. I mean, that was,
I agree.
you know, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And we find out about it when she's here.
I apologize. I really do. I mean, I wish, but we need to fix it. And we can, I believe that, before all the peoples bring it together.
We need to keep moving on for now. Thank you, Missy.
Yep.
Okay, any more public comment? Okay, consent agenda. Brandon,
Nothing to add on that?
okay. Have a motion?
I make a motion, pass the consent agenda.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, presentation. Rick, you guys.
Yes. Marty, may I have you? Stephanie, you want to connect with her?
You can get up here too, wow. Dad.
We only got 3 minutes, we gotta go. We'll be all right. We got bold tonight.
No, we only get break 2 minutes.
Yeah, I only get to, I'd like to say something first, if I may. All right, I had to jot it down because my memory, you know. Morgan, I'm so proud to be presenting this to you, this award. You truly are an extraordinary young lady. I know how proud your family is of you and your accomplishments. I truly believe these accomplishments are only the beginning of God's plans for you. I will have no doubt these plans will be a greatness and will shine with you. From the city of Bronson, we all would want to say thank you. In honor of your outstanding achievement in the MHSAA Division IV Singles Bowling State Champion, capping a remarkable high school career with determination, skill, and perseverance. Your dedication to the sport, your leadership as a Bronson Viking has brought great pride to our community. Serving as an inspiration for the future students, athletes in the city of Bronson. Proudly salute you. And I want to say thank you. Seriously, thank you very much for all you've done.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Morgan wants to say a speech. Okay, I thought maybe Morgan wanted to have a speech, I guess not.
You want a picture out there with her?
I took it.
Okay, new business, amend ordinance 222 golf carts and UTVs.
Thank you, Mayor Reinhardt. At the previous council meeting, council discussed potential changes to the recently amended golf cart and UTV ordinance. At that meeting, staff was directed to present the amended ordinance allowing for the use of golf carts and UTVs a half hour after sunrise and a half hour before sunset. The current ordinance only allows 1 hour after sunrise and 1 hour before sunset. I've forwarded you some public comment that we received about it. And in your packet is an updated ordinance with that change. Questions or other changes you want to make?
Get a little experiment here. Crossing at Main 4. They're small. You're mixed in with the vehicles, you're trying to get across the road. It's not. I think you need to look at that a little bit in the future, make some changes to that. You pull up on the stoplight, and you're in your little golf cart, and you got trucks here, you got semis, you got all this in all 4 ways. You're not seeing that. You work down a little further, it's a lot safer. Open on the streets.
Then you go a lot faster.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, that 4 cars is not good.
Take out the traffic. I mean, that stops.
It does, but that light goes, like I just don't think it's safe enough. Well, I would like to look into it more.
Steve, what are your thoughts here?
Mixed opinions.
Pull up there.
There's pros and cons both ways. One, the stoplight, because you get cars to stop, but, if you're farther down, the traffic may not be as congested, but the speeds are gonna be higher. You've got some differences there, so. That was originally why we did the stoplight, because, people can use the stoplight. And I always suggest people, just because your light says green doesn't mean you just willy-nilly run right across. You still gotta watch out for other, cross traffic that may not be stopping for the light and stuff like that, but that was the original issue is to cross the light, so you can use the light to help regulate traffic. Or if you're down farther to the west end where it's 40, they might be doing 40, they might be doing 45, and golf carts don't move that fast,
You have that too.
so there's pros and cons no matter what direction you do. I understand people at the west end of town, they have to come all the way up to the main 4 to cross. I think that can be, addressed later, but, you're gonna have pros and cons both ways, whether you use the light or whether you don't use the light. Golf carts are just dangerous in themselves, just because of the small size of them and the slow speeds. That's a risk that people take when they want to do the golf carts.
I think it's gone real well.
Yeah, we haven't had too many, we've had just very, very few. We've actually registered more UTVs than we've got alternates.
It's just, not happy with the four-way. I feel that we should open it up a little bit.
That's something the council could look into.
So,
Take you up next month.
Yeah.
Let's go, we have time.
I agree.
Table it next month. Like we do, this is pretty full tonight.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's go on then. Purchase of a clarifier ditch truck. Brandon.
Thank you, Mayor Reinhardt. Back in March, the city purchased a new clarifier drive for one of the two clarifiers at the wastewater treatment plant. The plan was for the city to purchase one of the new units in last year's budget, the plan of purchasing the second one in this budget year. Utilities Director Reinhardt obtained a recent quote, and the price for the entire unit is still the same price at $56,665. Jerry and Adam completed installation of the first clarifier drive on August 26th, and the work went smoothly without any notable issues. Any questions?
How's that going? Pretty good, Jerry?
B2B has to come down the wiring back to it, but they fire it up.
So it's going along pretty well for you.
Yeah, the old one was wore so much that everything had settled about 3/4 of an inch, and ended up having to jack everything back up.
Okay.
Other than that, it wasn't any issues.
Appreciate everything you're doing up there.
Brandon, does this come out of capital fund or is this just?
We can capitalize it.
That's already in the budget, right?
Yeah. In the capital.
Any more questions?
I'll make a motion. We purchase the clarifier ditch drive.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, approve resolution 25-9-17, the MTTP grant. Brandon?
Thank you, Mayor Reinhardt. The city's property and liability insurance carrier, the Michigan Township Association Participating Plan, offers grants that help reduce risk exposure for its members. As you'll recall, the city's been awarded these grants in the past, including city hall cameras, traffic control safety equipment, and most recently, the police department cameras. With the addition of the new playground at Kiwanis Park, staff has identified the need to add security cameras in order to protect the investment and reduce potential risk exposure. We received quotes from 3 companies for this work. The low bidder was ASI Security with a proposal of $5,260. This proposal includes the installation of 5 cameras with the capacity to add 3 additional cameras in the future. We are comfortable with ASI as we've worked with them multiple times in the past. The MTTP grant program will reimburse up to $2,500 for the cost of the security camera installation. Proposed resolution states the city will provide a match of at least $2,760 as our commitment to the project. The resolution is required for the city to be able to submit the grant, which is due September 15th. Questions?
It's next week.
Questions?
Questions?
If we just pay half or close to it, I'm not against this.
Make that motion to approve resolution 25-9-17.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay. Approve resolution 25-9-18, road diet. Brandon?
Thank you, Mayor Reinhardt. The city's been working with Tool Design and the Walkability Institute, along with MDOT, on the feasibility and early development of a future downtown streetscape project. This project would include elements such as a road lane reconfiguration, sidewalk improvements, updated lighting, reconfiguration of on-street parking, curb extensions, landscaping, refugee islands, and other beautification features. As part of the MDOT's requirements to be considered for a future lane conversion or road diet, along US 12, the city must adopt a resolution of support. Adoption of the resolution does not commit the city to implementing a road diet. Rather, it allows the project to be included in MDOT's 2031 call for projects. The city will still retain the ability at any time to decide does it want to move forward. To make the 2031 call for projects a resolution of support must be adopted by the end of September. Funding is not yet certain, but there's a possibility that most or all of the costs may be covered by MDOT, which would include grinding off the existing pavement markings, microsurface, and restriping. The city would still be responsible for 100% of the costs that would be on the parking areas. So that's the city's responsibility. Just some of the benefits of a road diet includes the ability to add angled parking, which would allow for more on-street parking with safer entrance and exit of vehicles by not having to enter the traffic lane. It would allow for a dedicated bike lane for safe biking, increase pedestrian safety, making downtown more inviting. Pedestrians would need to cross 3 lanes instead of 4. It would also result in reduced accidents. There are fewer points of conflict in 3 lanes versus 4. The center turn lane, which eliminates the risk of rear end and side swipe crashes that occur when vehicles are trying to pass each other, jockey for position. Slower vehicle speeds, the more narrow street and reduced lanes encourages drivers to slow down, resulting in fewer crashes. When you're on a more narrow street, psychologically, you're more apt to drive slowly. Some studies have shown that it can reduce speeds by 6 miles per hour. There would be potential for increased economic activity, more walkable and bikeable. Downtown attracts more people. Road diet can change the downtown corridor from a place people drive through quickly to one where people drive to. With these improved facilities, motorists more likely to park, walk around, and shop. It is also a low-cost method of increasing safety for all users of the downtown sidewalk and streetscape and roads. The road diet is also consistent with the master plan. As I mentioned, to move forward, council needs to approve the resolution packet. Questions?
This is part of the program where they gave me talk to us about beautifying downtown, cutting sidewalks to make things
Yes.
more ADA friendly, getting rid of the double ramps and the steps at the corners and all that.
Yeah. This would sort of be separate, but it's all tied together. This is a grant that would let us be able to do a road diet, reduce lanes down to 3.
So we can still do all that, a lot of the stuff you were talking about, Bill, on our own without this, but this would be,
They were talking, there's potential grant money for that as well.
right,
Yeah, that would be a separate grant. This is something different.
this is just the actual roadway, right?
And 12.
Now, we still retain the right to not have a road diet down the road if they do not follow through with the grant money to follow, what the designs were set up by the people that gave us the designs.
Beautification project.
But, if they
Yes.
don't do any of that, what's it gonna do to us for tying us into, forcing us into having a road diet? Because I'm not for road diets, and you gave all the reasons why, and I can dispute almost every one of them. My opinion. That's fine. I don't care that we have differences of opinion, and I'm just one person on council. I understand that. But I just don't want us to get tied in with this being passed, that down the road, the state's gonna say, well, you've already passed it once, so we're gonna do it.
No, it doesn't tie us to anything in the future.
Okay, well, it doesn't tie us into anything until a later point in time when we see where we end up.
Yeah, this is just so that our project could be considered in
And
2030.
I'm for that, because I think there was merit in a number of the things that they had brought forth. There's some that I'm pretty sure the state would never go along with, but we'll see. And so yes, I'm for it, we're going to help us submit into the program. So other than that, I'm totally against road diets.
Questions or comments?
Let's read it out and see what happens.
CSG.
Yeah.
Okay, I make a motion to approve resolution 25-9-18 to get us on the docket.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay. Approve or deny zoning of 331 East Railroad Street, 200-001-000-188-5. For that, we go into public hearing, right?
Yeah, I can give you the background information first.
Sounds good.
The city received a request for zoning amendment on July 17th from 331 East Railroad Street. The applicant, Karen Jo Fisher Barr of 850 South Corners Landing Drive, is seeking to rezone the parcel from R2, which is traditional residential district, to industrial, to facilitate the relocation of her business, Personal Touch Business Solutions, currently located at 113 West Chicago. The subject property consists of approximately 1.3 acres and is improved with an existing 2,400 square foot building, most recently occupied by Tri-County Water. The applicant would like to use the building as a business services office with initial exterior improvements, with windows and doors in the future. Access to the site is via Railroad Street, where a gravel drive and parking area is already in place. To give you an idea of the surrounding zoning, to the north is zoned industrial along the Bronson Rail Trail. To the south is R2 zoning. To the east, which is Kiwanis Park, is R2. And to the west is industrial zoning. The proposed rezoning aligns with the surrounding zoning and land uses, particularly to the north and west, which are already in zoned industrial. The city's master plan future land use map identifies this parcel as B1 or neighborhood commercial. This designation is intended to support flexible, essential, service-oriented commercial and mixed-use development at a lower intensity, less auto dependency than traditional commercial areas. Typically, this includes small offices, corner stores, clinics, mixed-use buildings designed to service surrounding neighborhoods. While the proposed business service offices is consistent with the neighborhood commercial zoning classification, to rezone that parcel to B1 would constitute spot zoning, as there's no other B1 zoning in that area, or adjacent. By contrast, rezoning to industrial allows the proposed use of the building by right and ensures continuity with surrounding zoning patterns. After a public hearing at the August 20th meeting, the Planning Commission voted 4-0 to adopt Resolution PC 2025-01, recommending to the council to rezone the proposed amendment. Public hearing before the city council is not required, but has been scheduled to offer public another opportunity to comment before you make your decision. After the public hearing, the council can make a decision to adopt or not adopt ordinance 232. Included in your packet is the city's checklist for reviewing proposed zoning amendments to aid in your decision. Also provided a copy of the table for you.
No, actually, I wasn't, I got tied up at work. Okay. So I apologize,
I was curious what you had.
but I read through it and I saw no reason why we shouldn't.
I watched YouTube.
I mean, it fits in with the zone, we're not changing it from what's right next door. I mean, it just kind of flows right in with what's already there.
So we should go into public hearing, right?
I make motion to go to public.
I'll second
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, we're in public hearing now.
Any comments, any?
No, I just, it's a personal touch Inc., not business solutions, but I can do business solutions. Bookkeeping and taxes, I currently rent, I've been renting uptown for 17 years and it's not out in general public yet, I'm sure it will be right here soon, that I'm moving. I came up just to see if there was anything that I had to do for sign wise and so on, because the property's been a business for 35, 40 years since it was built, so I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss any hoops, and I got hooked into it, so. But I appreciate the planning commission and I'm gung ho, I'm on cloud nine, don't intend to retire for a while, so I gonna keep going. Got some windows in this weekend.
Okay, I made the motion, anybody else? Any other comments? Okay, I made the motion, back to the normal session.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, back to regular session.
I make the motion to approve ordinance 232.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay,
Who seconded?
Rick.
I'm sure.
Thank you.
Okay, the motion.
Didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, I did.
Approved purchase of police ammunition, Brandon.
Thank you, Mayor Reinhardt. The police department is looking to make their annual purchase of ammunition. The department received a quote from Keesler Police Supply for $3,809.30. Under the city's purchasing policy, this needs to come before council for approval. This is part of the My Deal state purchase pricing.
State contract.
This is.
Yeah, but for 4,000, so it's under budget.
Any more questions?
Thank you, folks, appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.
I'll make a motion. Purchase police ammunition.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, staff comments. Let's skip Scott tonight. I'll go Jerry. So I guess, Joe, you got anything to say?
Things are going really good. We've done a lot of work at the parks. We edged every city-owned sidewalk and power washed them, power wash pavilions, for paint and power wash of cement. So everything looks really clean, got a lot of graffiti off, a lot of things covered. Painted the gazebo. I noticed somebody put some little old man in it. It's been there for a while, but left alone. I don't know where it come from.
That's green.
Kind of a cool little knack out here. People talk about it. So, the vac truck has been a blessing. We have actually cut our time in half on water services. Before we had that, there was a lot of hand digging. There was a lot of precautious stuff we had to do when working around gas and telephone and all that. And now, I mean, been a blessing. It really has. We did use it last week down at the treatment plant. We cleaned the whole scum pit out. It was awesome. It was disgusting, but it was awesome. We actually, when we started to educate it, we were breaking up probably 7-inch thick chunks of grease. And they were, the vacuum down there, obviously when you're vacuuming, you're pulling it, clean air in, and all the smelly stuff's outside going out the truck. But it's creating such a vacuum, it was pulling the stuff out from under the floors and just sucking it right up. So it took a while, but we all were very cautious of stuff, and it just went really well. That's cleaned out. I haven't been back down there this week to see how much more is in there. We did get started cleaning our surcharge lines because of the pipe at the plant. It's surcharged some of the lines all the way up to Mill Street. We've got all those cleaned off. Our next step is actually to clean the mains themselves, so that way, VisuSewer can get in and do their work. So it's been an absolute blessing. Keeping up on bags and brush, leaf season's right around the corner. Looking forward to that. Other than that, things have been great. Park's looking good. Everybody's working hard, so. Good.
It's noticeable.
Good.
Yeah.
Steve.
And the truck.
So school's back in session, things are, seem to be going pretty smooth. New crossing guards are working out, so other than that, on the other news. So.
City manager comments.
Thank you, Mayor Reinhardt. I'll just give you an update on the collection system project. As of today, they're about 20% completed with the planned grouting work. It's been going very slowly. They've covered about 21 sewer lines and nearly 6,000 linear feet. Grouting efforts will continue through October with 2 dedicated crews working on that. In addition, the cured in place piping and the lining has started today. I was out there before the meeting. It's a pretty cool process. You happen to drive by. But don't get in the way. So they'll be on site with that, and they anticipate still hopefully being done by mid-October. And that's all I have.
Brandon, that's cut the water infiltration down a fair amount for the DPW, isn't it? When I look at the numbers, it looks to me, it's decreased to quite a little bit.
We haven't had a whole lot of rain, but the numbers are very good. I think from Jerry's report, we treated a little over 7 million gallons and we pumped out about 5.6 million. So it's an average of about 230,000 gallons a day.
Nice.
Well below our permit. With the 30% over-reporting of our effluent and this, things are turning around there. And hopefully we'll continue to get even better.
It's gotta be looking good for Eagle to see those numbers coming in where they're at.
And they were on site to see some of the improvements
That helps.
a week or 2 ago. 2 weeks.
Calm them down a little bit, make them a little happier.
Yeah, and hopefully grant requests.
Did you have anything? Okay, council comments. Larry.
Well, congratulations to Morgan. It's part of the family, you know. She's the athlete in the group.
I think she's got a brother that works pretty hard at it too.
What was that?
Doesn't she have a brother that works pretty hard at it?
Yeah, well, their dad's a really good bowler too.
Oh, yeah, I bowled with him on Wednesday nights for a few years.
But they're both, her brother and her are just wonderful teenagers. They're very polite, they're very hardworking, and I wish we had more like that. But it all goes back to their parents. I briefly touched on the fact that we're treating less groundwater now than before. Yes, it is a dry season, but, it looks like it's paying off already, and it's not even done yet, so that's a wonderful thing. That's all I have.
Just want to thank Joe, Jerry, the team here at the city office. You guys do a fabulous job, keeping things moving, keeping things on track. Tricia, I really like your new budget speech you're putting out. Those are very handy, very helpful, so thank you for those. Brandon, keep up the good work. Keep pushing Patrick for more grant money. The more we get to do.
Yep, we're working on that.
You know, and I can say that throughout the year, I think we've made some major changes. Took a few chances with the vac truck, and I think that's made life so much easier. And Joe, good job pushing it. When you find other things like that, push council. If you look at it in reality, the time it saves, the time that we don't have to lease equipment or rent equipment.
Or pay the crew to come in and meet at that time.
You know, it's saving the city money all the way across. So.
And that truck's been rock solid since day one, so.
So
it
when
continues.
you find those toys, just keep pushing them. That's all I got.
Rick.
Yeah, hoping Jerry be here. Jerry's has done a lot of work in saving the city a lot of money mechanically over there. How much we appreciate that for not having to hire anybody to come in and do a lot of that work. And Stephen, how, you got somebody, another one hired in, or how are you doing?
Still waiting for, they're still in review status through the state agency. Yeah, that could take a few months, so. You have like one person that does the whole state, so we're in line.
I know
So
you're
that's just
trying.
one. We don't have any other applicants yet.
Really?
Other than possibly, we may have to look at Academy in January to send somebody.
That's, no choice.
I did interview a young individual out of Berwick this past week. It was looking for an academy. Local, graduated from Colon, went to school in Colon, lives in Berwick, so he's close. That's a potential, just an initial interview to kind of see what he was looking for. But we may have to, think about going that route to get staff, because there's just anybody out there.
Just anywhere.
No, everybody's hiring and nobody's getting applicants. Just there's too many jobs out there, not enough bodies.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing.
Yeah, this is the hardest time right now that I've seen in 30 years to try to find people.
You always had a lot of, a lot of.
I remember times we had a part-time position, we'd have 30 applicants, you could cherry pick. Now I can't get 2 applicants for 2 full-time positions.
Yeah, it's too bad.
It's just, and it's like that at work. I talked with Coldwater, they had 2 positions open, I think they had 7 applicants. It's just, there's so many other big agencies out there offering much more money, sign-on bonuses, and more opportunities for specialty teams that, we can't compete with.
But also, even with the big sign-on bonuses, the money that's being spent, like in the big cities, they're still struggling.
Yeah, they're still struggling. That's why they're
They're not
doing it.
getting them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh. I was gonna ask, those lights for the treatment plant, those passed the House and now they're going to Senate, is that correct?
Yeah, I believe it passed in the House. I haven't heard anything in the Senate yet, but it is in there.
So we're getting close to that, sounds pretty hopeful, so. That's one thing I just wanted to comment on, and thanks to everyone that's worked on that, that's gonna be a good thing. I watched that when they had it live, when Jennifer presented it. And it was the smallest ask of anyone that was asking, so to us, it's a huge amount, but to the state, it looks like minuscule, I guess. So I think our chances are pretty good there. And yeah, thanks to everybody for all their hard work, and I'll keep it short and sweet. Is that a motion?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
Oh, no, closed session.
Close
Closed
session.
session.
Oh.
Skip.
Thank you for coming.
Do you have a motion for closed session?
Take a motion.
I'll make a motion.
For a second?
Oh, you made it?
Yeah.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.